In this video, we're going to talk about the terms of service updates that Suno have made, and these are coming into effect on the 3rd of September. Suno have just announced this. They announced it a couple of days ago, I think. And I made a video actually in July, I think it was, which was talking about the Suno terms of service, and in it I was saying, make sure you download everything you have, or make sure you have a copy of everything that you generate, because you never know when things change and maybe you don't have access or whatever else that may happen that you may not even think about at this point. And this development kind of proves it, because one of the key things in the changes is the fact that downloads will be limited per month. And so anything that you have in Suno, what you need to do if you are a Suno user is you need to download everything that you've generated, essentially, or anything that you want to keep, I suppose, going forward, so that you don't fall foul of this restriction. Now, it's actually really nice for Suno to give this lead up time to kind of say, look, these are the changes that will be happening, a month from now, or nearly a month from now. Because it gives us, or it gives people time to download anything that they need. But we're going to go into a little bit of detail of what those specific changes are. Now, keep in mind, those aren't the only changes that they've announced. The terms are there for you to read through, but they've also updated the language and the clarification around commercial ownership, or commercial use, I should say, and also stuff around arbitration. But in this video, I think we're just going to concentrate on the download bit, because I think that's what's got the biggest impact, I think, in terms of, certainly from a practical point of view and certainly from an everyday use point of view. So currently, under the current terms, you have unlimited downloads. And in the new terms, if you're on the Pro tier, that's going to be limited to 20 downloads per month. And if you're on the Premier tier, that's going to be 60 downloads per month. If you're using the free version, which is essentially a trial version, it's going to be more like a trial version now, because you only get 7 downloads, but those are lifetime downloads, meaning once you've used them up, they don't reset. So once you've used the 7, that's it, you can't download, and then you have to decide whether you go on the Pro or the Premier. For the Pro and Premier, those downloads reset every month, so you get 20 every month. They don't roll over, so if you don't use them, you lose them, but you get 20 every month. Now, one of the reasons that Suno has given for doing this, by the way, is just stopping mass generation and mass downloads, which obviously leads to mass spamming, I suppose, right? So you won't be able to have an AI artist who produces, 6 albums in a month, because you just won't be able to do those downloads, and you need to obviously download the tracks to put them on the different platforms. Now, it explicitly talks about restrictions, or the fact that you shouldn't do things like stream downloading, where you stream the song and then you maybe record it and things like that. Basically, that's breaching the terms. And an important thing that they do is they're going to be adding fingerprints and watermarks and embedding some metadata into the download. So they can actually track and make sure that the songs that have been downloaded, which then maybe pop up in Spotify or wherever, they can actually be tracked. So if they're kind of these agreements with Suno and maybe all these other companies, which I think at the end, really, all these companies, yes, there's currently a lot of maybe slightly different interests. Some people are suing these people, etc. But eventually, you're probably going to have these companies having to work together, and so they'll be using probably these kind of watermarks and embedded metadata to be able to flag whether something is has been legally produced, essentially. And so you probably don't want to go down the illegal route anyway. You want to keep to the 20 downloads if you're going to use your stuff commercially. So another key point to mention is that a download refers to the downloading of a song, so not how many times you download. So if you download a song in an MP3 version, and then you download it in a WAV version, that would still count as one download. If you download a song today and you download it again tomorrow, that would still count as one download. So it's the specific song itself. You can download 20 songs if you're in Pro, rather than you can download 20 times, which is obviously a good thing. So another thing is, in their frequently asked questions, they actually state that if you run out of downloads, you can purchase additional downloads. However, that doesn't actually appear in the terms of service. So I think we'll probably have to wait and see what clarification is given around that. Because if you can buy, well, there's other questions, how much can you buy? And obviously, there would probably be a limit to that, because otherwise it defeats the whole purpose of what they're trying to do, which is limit the number of downloads that people can make. But we'll just have to wait for further clarification on that. So obviously these restrictions apply to everything. They start on the 3rd of September, but the limit applies to songs which were obviously generated even before the 3rd of September, rather than just songs generated from the 3rd of September going forward. So I suppose really the key message from this video is make sure you download all your songs as soon as possible. I'll do it right now. Don't leave it, because once you get to the 3rd of September, you won't be able to download more than 20 songs a month. And that might be quite restricted for you if you're on the Pro. Anyway, that's just a quick video, because I thought this would be an interesting topic to discuss. If you're interested in AI music and AI tools and stuff like that, please subscribe to the channel, share, like, etc., and help grow the channel. Thank you very much for watching.